A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Sliding back just a little bit from where we were last time we seen you on the other side of 12,000. People at that time were eyeing 15, expecting us to go onwards and upwards. The bull run had broken out. We were going to 100K, no stopping it now, right? Here we are, sliding back just a little bit. I think, 11.6? We're crashing. It's going down. Bitcoin's worthless again, right? I think part of the problem is that just like people can't seem to figure out really what the value of a Bitcoin is, they don't seem to really know why they're here. They fancy themselves and talk about trading, but yet whenever they're confronted, they say they're a hodler. It's confusing, right? Where should I be? What should I be doing with my Bitcoin and cryptocurrency? I mean, we all just really want a better life. And a lot of times it just boils down to money, right? Having more money. So it's like, well, I mean, yeah, I want a great future. I want all these things. But at the same time, if I can get a few more dollars in my pocket. But that's part of the trick, right? And that's where you get all the third parties. It's where you get DeFi with amazing return. That's where you get the next big altcoin, right? When really, spend 3 years in the space. Everybody that has will come back and keep telling you the same thing. Yeah, you can make money there. Don't get us wrong. You can make tons of money. You can be rich. But 90% of you won't be. The best thing you could have done is held on to your Bitcoin. Participated in the revolution. Judge the value of Bitcoin based on its use case scenario in the world through the power of decentralization. Now we see this rising as people are starting to question fiat, right? With the endless printing. He's just ruining the show, right? So we got our lovely co-host, Sammy, over here on the sideline. Hi. Sammy, would you like to jump in here and join us?
Good afternoon, everyone. Man, this is why we don't do it in the daytime. The chickens are rampant.
I know. They're just coming up over here and trying to join the show.
All right. Well, we do know that the chat works today. Because Kristen is here.
Kristen, nice. Thanks for joining us.
And Mrs. UK.
Awesome. I'm glad that you could make it.
Greetings from Mrs. UK Bitcoin Master. Yay.
Awesome. Everybody has to go check out their show, the UK Bitcoin Master, yes. Brian.
Yes.
I know I was about to go say Brian's channel, but that's not what he's called.
It's like, wait, that won't help. Well, it could help you. I mean, there's a parentheses, whatnot. I just learned Bitcoin. Daniel,
nice.
Daniel.
You gotta go check out his Twitter, right? He has a great one over there, constantly trying to help people. He has some nice swag too.
Yes, I like the bracelets. I really like the bracelets. Well, and Mrs. UK says she loves the chickens. So
that one needs to go. He's just so loud, so often. Considering that there's 3 of them here, and that's the only one that's like 90% of it.
One. That is the one you hear. Like, if you're hearing a rooster, it's rooster.
So where were we before all of this? Bitcoin, right? And the fact that there's still problems finding a real world case scenario for the use case of Bitcoin. I mean, we keep hearing about blockchain, right? And it being used in all these other cryptocurrencies and possibly in the future of mail voting. I mean,
I like that one.
We've seen that blockchain and Bitcoin, peanut butter and jelly, right? They go together. You have to have the balance that you get with Bitcoin in order to have a blockchain that works properly. That's why Bitcoin's been up and running for 10 years. So I don't know. I guess it was, we sitting around, we've been watching YouTube videos like usual on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We watched some last night. We watched some earlier today. And it's the same thing. You keep hearing everybody and it's like they're saying the same rhetoric. right? It's always, oh, hodl Bitcoin for the future, but let's check out this new altcoin, and the DeFi space is heating up over here, and they don't go together. You know, they really don't go together. And it's one thing to come into the cryptocurrency space and say, hey, I am a trader. I am here for investing. I am looking for the next digital frontier cryptocurrency that's going to 100x. But then you're also not talking about things like dollar cost averaging and saving for Bitcoin, right? Because then you're saying that your savings, which is Bitcoin, is also then what you're leveraging.
Yes. Okay. It's a little bit of, you can't be in two places at the same time. You can't trade and like.
It's more of that that one that you like, the Schroeder's box.
It's not even the Schroeder cat because it's not Schroeder, but yes, the cat in the box, dead and alive cat. Yeah, everybody knows what that one is.
Well, it's like everyone wants to be in both places at the same time. You know, it's like, oh, I'm into the newest cryptocurrencies and altcoins and trading, and I'm up on the latest trends. And to me, I've phased away from all of that. I mean, to be honest, I have Omni, right? Is that what people are doing DeFi on? I know the words, I know the buzzwords, of course, because everyone's talking, but I don't know what it is. I've never opened it up. I've never tried to wrap any Bitcoin and leverage anything. But at the same time, we're seeing that this is starting to affect lots of the cryptocurrency space, right? Well, the big one is Tether. Right, Tether is what we use to trade. They use to trade back and forth, right? And we're seeing that they moved $1 billion of Tether off of Tron, and they're putting it back into ERC20 tokens. With this occurring, Tron loses 11% in value, 12% in value.
Oh yeah, right.
So it's always these questions of, you know. Yeah, we all want to make money, right? Who doesn't? You can't take it with you. You want to spend it. You want your life to be better. It's an easy way to fix the problems that come at you. But at the same time, you can't sell out. You have to have integrity. You have to stay here for the long haul. Because, right, what people are talking about, Dave Courtney. I never heard of the guy before all of this stuff.
Yeah, Rubber Mallet Man.
I just know that when I seen the video of him with the green hammer, he just sounded like an idiot.
First off, he sounded very Boston-y, but yes. Like Massachusetts, we're going to go with that. New England, there we go. That covers a wider range of...
He had the twang in his voice. Yeah, pause.
The coffee. Yeah. No. Yeah.
So... But at the same time, like, I mean, everybody trades when they first come into the space. It's how you learn your lessons. It's how you start to get the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency education. You know, you have to learn that there is nothing like Bitcoin and that the rest are part of the gimmick. And I'm not saying this like to down, because everyone starts pointing to Ethereum, right? Oh, Ethereum's great. Yeah, Ethereum is wonderful in the fact that they have a smart contract, but there are so many problems between here and there that haven't been solved that as a person without millions of dollars to really be speculating on the future, I'd say stick with Bitcoin because you're kind of more guaranteed, right? A better future.
Okay, it's like how I'm just going to throw back to horribleness and also girl horribleness, but okay, like Backstreet Boy, NSYNC, those kind of boy bands, right? Okay, now 1 out of those 6 gentlemen or females you do continue to be famous after. Right, we got Justin Timberlake. You got okay. So, but not everybody.
There you go, Samantha. So like, I like this one.
It's like, what pony are you backing? You know what I mean? Yes.
It is very true. I mean, because what? We stood on the cusp of the last one, 2017. That's where everybody keeps referring back to. And personally, I'd hate to see it go like 2017 again. No. Because that would just mean that there would be another dump and there would be a whole lot of discouraged people once again.
Yeah.
So everyone keeps referring to this time, but we watched the cusp of all of them. Like, right? We watched the birth of Chainlink that's finally making people money now.
Yes.
We watched, you know, Dash, right? Zcash, right? I mean, there was a whole bunch of them that came out. Pretty much all of the beginning of the ERC20 tokens.
All right, so Silent Lamb is here.
Silent Lamb, nice. Thank you for joining us, my friend. You guys, please check in with Samantha. Let us know that you're here in the chat. It means a lot to us. Change the slot a little bit. We're going to go have a weekend of fun. It's been on and off rain, so apparently we're not going to be able to get it done.
Oh, darn.
But hitting the thumbs up, sharing the video out, right? Commenting in the chat if you're watching, or in the comments down below if this is on the rerun. It helps the video out. It helps the channel out quite a bit. We're just trying to help Bitcoin, right? It did a lot for us in the beginning. It helped us see money. It helped us seize our finances better and take control of it. It helped us make a change and be able to step away from the city and get out here, right?
Middle of nowhere.
Where we can do what's important, focus on the relationships we have with each other and not make it all about money. Use Bitcoin as our savings. And it's been great, right, Samantha? We've been out here 3 years now.
It's been pretty gravy.
So we've been trying to get back. We get out there, we pass out Bitcoin flyers at EDM music festivals, trying to turn people onto Bitcoin, trying to show them that there's more than trading and fiat value and all of this, that it is about the revolution, right? It's about stepping away from this fiat cash, which is designed to hold everybody down, working a 9-to-5 job, paying them barely enough to get by. Well, the people at the top have designed a system that helps generate them more money just by having money.
UK Bitcoin Master is here now. Brian.
Awesome. Brian, I'm glad that you can make it, my friend.
They have a show later, so go watch.
Awesome. Yes, go check them.
Satoshi James is here.
Satoshi James. I'm glad that you're here, my friend.
Good rich, not good year commercial. And Daniel says dash Instamind. Yeah, I know. It's the
rebrands. You know, the rebrands is where you get everybody, is because you come out with a shady beginning, you wait a little bit because everyone's forgot about you. At the time you drop down to the bottoms on Poloniacs, you just rebrand, right?
Dash was already a rebranded brand of darkness or whatever. Yeah, dark whatnot. Yeah, so really?
There's an ant on the camera.
That's cool. That's what nature gets you.
I mean, there was a few other ones. What was the other one? Ant shares.
Yes.
Right.
And that went to, oh God.
Neo.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
I think NEM is rebranding though. The new economic movement.
Cool. I know that
they were big for a while. Remember, we watched them pop up to $1. We had the one guy that got us into it on the show at $0.25, and we started collecting a few. We sold out around 80 something cents, made a few bucks. I mean, there's money to be traded. I mean, I guess it's the ideal of where are you in your beginnings. You know, if you have under a Bitcoin and you're just trying to figure out what cryptocurrency is and what it means to you, and, you know, understanding the digital finance realm, yeah, I guess it's fun to go out there, explore, and see if you can't win a Bitcoin, right? But once you find your situation of looking backwards and maybe having a Bitcoin if you're lucky, but seeing the Bitcoins you would have had if you had done things differently, right? That's always the hard one, right? Because time is the only thing that can tell you that. And you look back and you're like, oh man, if I would have done this, if I would have saved that, if I would have invested that little bit of money that I thought about, but someone talked me out of, your life would be completely different right now for most of us. So time teaches lessons, right? But the easier way is to learn from people, right? Not having to go through it all yourself. And it's like, this is what we want to be able to teach people, right? Because 2017 was great for a few, helped set some of us free, but is another blip on the radar of Bitcoin, like Mount Gox. Everyone is eyeing it. It is a fixed point in time that was only a week or two.
Oh man, it's their private 21 million club Zoom meetup, not a live stream. Fine, you and Daniel go have fun, Brian.
They sent us the link.
I know,
for
and
that.
we are literally like, I don't know. We could always try, but I'm gonna go with that. We're gonna look very Minecraft like, very, very boxy. You probably will still be able to hear us. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? I just don't trust our internet at all. Considering you can't do anything.
It's more that we're busy. I mean, I feel bad that we've had to take the show back down to, you know, it's supposed to be every 3 days now, but today is the 4th day. And I mean, we were every day at a fixed point in time.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not that we care less about Bitcoin. It's just that there's things you have to do, right?
Sadly. Like we're going to go, drive on the highway. That's fun. Super fun. But it is what it is.
So what do we got going on in the chat? What are you guys thinking? What are you guys feeling about this Bitcoin price? Are you one of the people that think that it's going to be sliding down? I personally would like to say that we're never going to see 10,000 ever again.
Oh, that's super optimistic. There,
it is. I mean, I think that we're probably having a little bit of healthy retracement, right? Setting the floor, right? On the other side of 10,000 again. I mean, only the next few days will tell as we go up or down from here, but that's always how it is. I just know that from $700 to now, it's been up. And the time when it was down, it was, I mean, you know, from 20 to 3, it was down and it sucked. It was just a matter of, were you over invested? And of course we were.
We always were saying no. It was like, no. But looking back, it's like,
oh, yes.
Maybe.
So it's about finding what the tool's used for, right? We keep talking about Bitcoin as a tool, and every tool has a use case scenario. Every tool is a weapon if you use it the wrong way. But if you use a tool the right way, it's going to help your life immensely. So as long as you can figure out the right proportion of Bitcoin in your life and how that you can use the power of decentralization to benefit you and your family, that's great. Because I know, all right, another example is the schoolie people, right? We're building the school bus, schoolie groups to get ideals, thinking about putting a shower in, definitely want to follow people's tips and tricks on this one. So on the move, right? Working from home, a lot of them are saying that they are collecting pay for doing internet stuff through Bitcoin.
I mean, we had originally started all of this before the rabbit hole, like literally looking at the rabbit hole was the M-Turks and stuff, and getting it to just be, I made $3 and I didn't have to do anything other than, you know, some weird service. So I know that there is a place for Bitcoin in everybody's life. Like there is. It's just, everybody just has to know about it. And then you'll figure it out. Because, like, yes, this is what we do. I mean, hundreds of people make games, you know, dApps, things, stuff. They get paid in it. There's everything. Anything.
Yeah. I mean, it's also this ideal that we talk about the generation that's going to use Bitcoin isn't even born yet. But there's also this other aspect that there is a lot of use case scenarios for Bitcoin and development that hasn't occurred yet. That's waiting for you to get in there, right? Because, I mean, our EDM thing, this is we mix something that we want to do with something that Thomas was out there passing out Bitcoin flyers, and we said that, hey, we can do this and do it better.
Yeah, because we thought, on the strip or whatever, you know, the tourist that is a shutdown area. You know, if you're a tourist,
someone hands me something on the strip when I'm walking down Vegas on vacation. No, thank you. Not interested. Is an instant knee-jerk reaction. So it was like we were trying to find a place where people were receptive and would take things from us. And we know from Samantha's experience that every time anyone hands her anything at a concert, she takes it and keeps it, brings it home, and it becomes a souvenir.
Yeah,
no matter what it is.
I got a lot of cool stuff, but yes. So it was like, there has to be other people like me who would also take our stuff home. And then, what? Yes, mind blown. Oh, Benjamin's here.
Benjamin, buddy, I'm glad that you could make it, my friend.
Hi, Benjamin. I mean, I don't like how everybody's news is the same. That is always discouraging to me. I don't know if that means bubbling or whatever. We watched a lot of YouTube channels in the last 48 hours, and almost all of them had the same news, the same thought, the same. I mean, we're not even branching that far out of it, because guess what? But it's like, there has stuff out there that would give us more hope and not hope or whatever's answers. Go with answers. This chicken is like, go. Go.
She wants to be your friend, Sammy. I don't know. I mean, you see situations like Warren Buffett, right, pulling out of the banks. And you've seen slowly that the price of gold and silver and Bitcoin have been going up as people are looking for alternative stores of value. It's always this time this perspective of linear time. For some reason, it's always like now, and people's mindset is now, and nothing ever seems to happen now. That's the problem, is that it's always later when you're least expecting it, right? We shut down for Corona, and people expected it to crash the economy. And now it looks like that if it is going to do bad damage, it's going to take forever, and it's going to be this long, drawn-out process. There is no amputation, right? Because that's right. Everyone just thinks everything's just cut off. This is on this day. It's May 12th, and the world ends. The Mayan calendar said so, right? Ooh, thunder's starting to build in the background.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's been like that. It's that time of year. Hurricanes are going to come rolling through.
I know, we got two.
Yeah, they're not coming anywhere near Florida.
I know, I thought that too. I was like, oh, well, yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I guess we can get into some more conversation about whatever you would like. I guess I just want to talk a little bit more about everything that's happening with this DeFi situation. And then we'll go ahead and we'll start closing down this episode so that we can go ahead and get out of here before the rain and get on the road for our trip.
Woo-hoo.
I just don't want to see everybody getting sucked in, right? Because that's what keeps occurring, is that we watch people get sucked into the ICO. Well, no, it was, I guess it was ICO ERC20 token, right? And then everybody is now kind of falling for the DeFi thing. I mean, everyone's always looking like, what was BitConnects?
Yeah. I mean, there was 100 of them. Genesis mining is, I mean, God, that's still apparently around.
Cloud mining, yes, they're still emailing me. It's just that, what is the buzzword? How do you manipulate it to get people to start sending one-way transaction of Bitcoin and Ethereum?
I mean, the thing that okay, like they really think everyone in this space, and granted, it does go very fast. I mean, 1 year feels like so much longer. But how it is like goldfish memory. Like they are really hoping that you are not going to remember, say, the creators of a certain coin or a certain something, like the how do, and how they're now and they didn't do anything wrong. I'm not saying like they're bad people, but that literally that project didn't do very good. So now they've spun it and they've changed the name, and they're really hoping, well, it's been 6 months, which means like nobody is still in the space that was in the space. So let's try this again.
Right. Who's still hopping on Voice and collecting their daily tokens? The social media network that we all had to do the KYC from EOS tokens, and then ended up branching out and having their own blockchain that was separate from EOS. It's just that you can't predict what's going to happen down the future of these things. That's why the speculation is, if that's what you're doing, that's great. But you came into it for speculation. Don't or hodling and saving for Bitcoin. Be straight up about what you're doing. And then the people that are here for hodling don't see. I think there's this exaggeration where people that hodl sometimes go around saying that they're making tons of money trading when they're really not trading at all.
Right.
I'm not making any money trading. I'm not doing any trading. My Bitcoin is on my hardware wallet where I have my private keys, and that's where it's been for quite a while. Definitely past this 90-day thing that everyone is pointing at, talking about how little Bitcoin has moved in the last 90 days. So,
right, they would need to be going a lot longer than that if they were looking at yours.
It is a race, right? It's a race for the end, because once the world realizes that we need to switch to a decentralized currency, because we all are one people, that we can't trust anyone else either. There is no nation or government or Federal Reserve that you can trust, because in the end, power corrupts, right?
I look out for you as good as you. I mean, I miss Biddy this year. Hi, Mike.
Mike, nice. I'm glad that you could join us. I just see the DeFi thing and what they're talking about, $6.6 billion being wrapped up in it, right? And I see the value of most of this coming from the fact that you're wrapping Bitcoin, which is what I talked about last episode, that any network that has value is going to somehow utilize Bitcoin, because it's going to key in on the decentralization. And they're just keying in on the store of value. I mean, it's good for everything's good for Bitcoin, right? Because all of this also means that there's going to be more Bitcoin locked up.
I mean, yes, everything is good for Bitcoin. It is. Even the negative stuff, still good for it. It needs to be out there. People need to be talking about it all the time.
All right, what do we got in the chat? How do we start wrapping this one down? What are you guys thinking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency today? I can't tell you guys how pleased I am that you did come out here and join us. Hitting the thumbs up and sharing this video out is one of the best things you can do to help us out. Hitting the notification bell helps you keep up to date. I know that we've been trying to keep it regular, but I've been mixing it up a little bit lately with time slots and stuff. If you're not getting the notifications, I do have 2 other social media platforms, as long as some email addresses that are listed down below. Following me on them will help you get a notification.
Apparently, the mail lady was honking at somebody.
Ooh, they must have a package.
I know, right?
She don't like to leave them on the door. Either that or I think she don't like to get out the car. One or the other.
Probably a little bit of both. That's what I'm going to go with, me personally. All right. Mike says, I never trade. And that he has been hodling since 2017. Look at you.
I'm always looking for ways to accumulate free cryptocurrencies. If I can accumulate free altcoins, for the longest time, I was doing a great job at it. I mean, it's been a little less lately. She has a package for us as well, too. It's more detailing stuff.
Cool.
So Samantha's going to go run and grab the mail. So I used to like to collect as much altcoins and cryptocurrencies. Eventually, I ended up turning it into Bitcoin as often as possible. But usually, if you try to play around and figure out these networks in the beginning, this is the cryptocurrency that I would use. Ah, there you go, Samantha. You got the package.
I have the package. It sounded very James Bondy. All right.
Yeah, Amazon packages have been slow.
I know. Only a good week or 2, you know.
Yeah, no big deal.
It's not like you need this stuff. No. The next few weeks. Ooh.
Okay. I hope that you have good things at your new place, right? New beginnings. New beginnings are opportunities. Ooh. It's always about your perception when you go into these things. Never go into something new regretting it and trying to hold on to the past, because you've moved on. The best thing you can do is accept it with open eyes and open arms, because that's how you seize the opportunity.
All right. So our thingy went retarded for a second and had to reconnect. And Mike says freezing up at the end. Yeah, it's our Wi-Fi. Okay. And yep, Mike said that he went to and found a ton of stuff that got airdropped.
Yep.
Not sure what most are. Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, that is how I like it. If I'm going to play with something, what I play with, you know what I mean? And if I do, like, I'll turn that into Bitcoin if I'm trying to do something. There's no need to pull out your wallet, especially if you do become interested in these things. And it's always a matter of give it time, right? Because the yams, everyone keeps pointing to the yams, but just a little bit in there and you would have came across the same thing, right? If something is happening so quickly that you have to do it immediately, that's always a big red flag, right?
Yeah, generally. I mean, you know, they don't usually let you pay at the end for that. Yes. That
rooster ain't gonna shut up.
Would anyone like a rooster?
Free. I'll mail them.
Yeah, we have a really nice cat carrier that he could go in. I'll slap a live animal all over it. It'll be fine.
See him at the post office shaking it and tell him to shut up.
No, they'll just get it to him delivered really fast. There will be an urgency to it. All right. Yep. Mike says super, super hot here in South California. Well, yeah, it's super, super hot here. Well, no.
Yeah, we've seen 130 in Death Valley, setting the world's record for hottest place on Earth since 1913.
Yes. No, but see the last 3 days it has been under 100 here. Like,
yes, so but it's been super humid and like on and off rain. So,
oh, Mike says he has one of those blue leg and egg quails. Yeah.
Yes, you had said this last time when you looked up what type it was.
That he has got a male that he needs to get rid of as well. If anyone, we can make a bulk package. You could get one rooster and one quail.
Join the wild avian
you. It's a whole penny free. Oh, also very aggressive. He'll go very well with Rooster Rooster.
All right.
Says yes to this package.
is there anything else you guys would like to talk about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency related? Other than that, I think we're gonna go ahead and wind down this episode. I don't know, Samantha. I've been thinking that maybe very soon here, we're going to go ahead and put out a QR code to go ahead and start collecting donations again as we are getting closer to making plans for 2021. I would like to jump out the gate as soon as we hop 2021 and be able to start getting to an event, right? Because we know that right after Christmas, there's a few that they usually have in Georgia.
Yeah.
I was saying 2, but maybe we'll make it 3. I'm real itchy to get out there. It's been a while. 2020 is sucking without any music festivals.
It's sucking on all sorts of levels, okay? But yes.
I don't know. I've been doing some internet searching and stuff, and it's like I want to get back out there and do what we've been doing, right?
Yeah.
Getting out here and making the show. We've been taking a back burner at it, as I feel, by the fact that it's only been 3 days. But at least we are out here trying to not say the same rhetoric that everyone else is saying. I do want to get the conversation going because it is about the decentralization and the adoption. These are important. The price value isn't important. The price value will be important later on when the dollar bill is crumbling. When you have enough Bitcoin that you're going to be using it to transact in it because everyone else has that much Bitcoin too. Between now and then, it's going to be a long road, and there's going to be lots of things trying to steer you the wrong way, right? A money and his fool are soon parted. A fool and his Bitcoin are quicker parted.
Oh, BTC Moon Guy. He is here.
All right, BTC Moon Guy. We're closing it down, though, my friend.
Mike says that he should be at Burning Man right now. This second, right now.
I know. I was seeing stuff saying that we were at Forbidden Kingdom.
It is pretty crappy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when it's like you have these things that you usually do and you look forward to them in your life, it's also just a wake-up call to 2020, letting us know that, shit gets real and that it doesn't always happen the way you plan. So you have to be prepared.
All right, guys.
Any last words, Samantha?
We're good.
You're good. Samantha is good. All right, guys. Take it easy. Have fun. Be safe. And remember to keep that BTC safe. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.